Hello, everyone. My name is Walker Thompson, Vice President of Sales at WhenToManage, and thank you all for being here today. It's hopefully going to be a good discussion about really enterprise management and how we see ourselves helping that process in the restaurant and retail space. Let's get started. So first off, WhenToManage by the numbers. I think it's important that we speak to how we've executed as a company and how we think we're helping. So first is we've tracked probably a little over 1 billion of inventory transactions. So and that means accounting for invoices from suppliers into our systems, accounting for cost structures, inventory usage reports, profit, loss, etc. So we've helped that along in this process of our company, and we've also believed, or it's an important belief of ours, is that we always have to help people save or get part of their day back. So if we can do that, great. We've done about 45,000 hours saved, and we determined that through labor scheduling, the labor management process with our labor scheduling app, as well as inventory and reporting technology. Managers reporting and surveys saving between 2 to sometimes up to 8 hours per week. So, and also we have multiple integrations. So we think it's important that any good back office system have a lot of integration points. And we've got to talk, these are just some of the name brands you see all the time. So 2 stories I want to talk about today that have been helpful to help for us as a software company to learn their operations and find ways to impact is Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory and the Del Frisco Restaurant Group. And there's 2 phrases I want to bring up with each one of these customers, and the first one is WhenToManage. We're at an implementation meeting with Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, and they had a great comment. They said, "You guys should call this WhenToManage." And it was because that's what they thought of us as a way to connect all their systems into one, one communication tool, one operational platform. And so what we did is we went in and saw a bunch of broken systems. Or not broken, but they're working, but they're not working together. And we kind of put it all into one little WhenToManage, right? And what we did is we eliminated a lot of extra spreadsheets. People could look at data real time, and that was helpful to get information. The second customer I want to talk about is real-time management. And this is an objective we needed to meet with the Del Frisco group. And so it was get information instantaneously. We don't want to wait for it. We want our managers to have it, collaborate on it, and we need this real-time. So real-time execution on that system is very powerful, right? I mean, we've got thousands and terabytes or whatever of information going back and forth, and actions by users and managers, et cetera, et cetera. So there's so much data coming over from our system, and all that operational functionality, labor inventory management, POS, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it's all synced instantly. So they get that information on a dashboard, they can review it, take action on it. So no matter what, even though we've accomplished these things which we think are helpful, and customers have said a little bit of that, or have agreed with a little bit of that, it's that we got to make it simpler all the time. Don't rest until it's very simple to execute, deploy, train, adopt, whatever our system. So we had to fulfill that promise. We needed to launch new mobile applications and more mobile tools. So that's been a key requirement of many of our customers these days. Cool trend to see. That we needed scheduling data, a lot of, not data should come one way, but both ways. So a 2-way kind of architecture with our POS partners provided by our API and excellent documentation and development process. Portals, right? This is my portal, this is your portal. So it's a lot of personalization that we apply to our system. And then tie it all together and make inventory less of a hassle. So if we can do that, which is working with many different systems, great, we've done a good job. They log in one place, and we validate our data. That's probably the most important thing, is that we make sure data is validated. So if we delivered on the technology front, that's great. But now we got to worry about adoption or training. So it's important that managers know how to use the system, and ultimately we got to build trust with that user with our data. Our data has to be trustworthy, as well as our implementation and the people behind the scenes. So are you building the right features? Are you teaching my managers the right things, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? So it's really cool that we can deliver on all these. At least, well, I should say, we try to deliver on all this as best as possible. And we have a process that we've built called the collaborative implementation. And it's, kind of a very, the cycle's supposed to be quick, so we're always learning. We're always trying to learn from each other. Scope of users and what they need, moving on to the launch time frame. We manage the SLA pretty well. We think we do a good job there and deliver on promises. We also, implement our solution and execute there, which is important as any good SaaS company, right? And then we also make sure change management is taken care of. There's going to be things that you need that we need to add to our system. And, not every system is perfect. So we want to evolve with you. So we, again, believe, or at least hope, that we provided a way in which operators today manage differently than they did tomorrow. In other words, either reports are more effective, data is faster, labor is easier to schedule, inventory is, we count it better, we actually count it. So these are the types of things that we're out to execute on as a good operations SaaS, software as a service company. Anyway, everyone, thank you very much for your time. I hope this has been informative and a little more about WhenToManage and how we can help. I'm over here if you have any more questions.